So Lucas, who was your favourite companion in the Mass Effect games?
Probably Garrus. He's just always got your back.
He has. What a bro Garrus is. Okay, Lucas, as per usual, would you like to let the folks at home know what we're talking about today?
So today we are delving into the world of Mass Effect, and we are talking about the Krogan race.
Yes, and we'll be referring to specifically the Mass Effect Wiki. And before we get onto that, Lucas, what is your experience with the Mass Effect franchise? Because I love Mass Effect and have very recently started another playthrough of the trilogy. And I forgot just, the games, they're aged okay. The gameplay's not great, but just the world building is second to none in a video game.
Mass Effect 1 is a bit hard to go back to in some respects. But yeah, the world and the characters, I still have to just go back and play it. So you asked me my history.
Yes.
And I have done the Paragon male shepherd run, the Renegade male shepherd run, the Paragon femme shepherd run.
I'm going to say, why are you doing the male shepherd run?
The Renegade femme shepherd run.
Renegade femme shep is the only canonical character to me.
Because then for my 5th playthrough of the entire trilogy and DLC, I did another Renegade femme shep.
Because it's the best one. I still get just a little bit just disappointed at how boring people who play games are. When I saw that breakdown of Mass Effect 3, it's like, okay, we've now got the playing stats of people who play through the entire trilogy.
Yeah.
80% of players played as default male shepherd, soldier class, and used none of the abilities that were cool.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That's so boring!
See, that's the thing is, not only in those games do you get to make different decisions and have different character interactions, also you can change up the combat by choosing different power sets.
And everyone just played as bald man with gun.
I very quickly just go biotic route. Just start throwing force powers out everywhere.
I just remember reading that statistic and go, man, gamers are so fucking boring.
So boring.
So lame. Wasn't that statistic recently of 85% of players just played as Paragon?
Oh,
and we wrote hours and hours of Renegade dialogue that no one ever heard.
Yep.
But I do think
sad.
No matter how much Paragon you played, you always did the Renegade option of punching that reporter.
Oh god, every time.
Every
time. You weigh your options up and you see the Paragon option come up.
It's like, no, fuck you.
I can take the hit on my points.
There's no fuck you. I'm going to knock this reporter the fuck out. Anyway, so the Krogan are a species of large reptilian bipeds native to the planet. Do you remember the planet name?
God, no.
Tuchanka, a world known for its harsh environment, scarce resources, and overabundance of vicious predators. The Krogan managed to not only survive on their unforgiving homeworld, but actually thrived in the extreme conditions. Unfortunately, as the Krogan started becoming more technologically advanced, so did their weaponry. The end result is that they destroyed their homeworld in a nuclear war. Just world building 101, man. Just make interesting race that I want to go hear more about. Because one of my favourite things to do in that game is after every mission, just go talk to my teammates and ask them how they are.
Every single mission.
Except for Ashley. Fuck that character and her stupid xenophobia, man. I hated it.
I was going to say, Karl, the question is, did you let her die or did you keep her alive so you can keep just telling her to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I kept her alive just so I could continually shoot her down every time I heard her alien racism. And I just wish that Shepard had the option to say, well, Ashley, I have no time for your racism. Me and Garrus are going to go hang out as bros. You go fuck yourself.
You go back to the Citadel, think about what you've fucking done.
I always made sure she went on a suicide mission. And I always went for the perfect ending except for her, but she's the one who died. Reminds me a little bit of when I played Dragon Ball FighterZ and whenever Cool's on your team, if you've got Nappa or something, at the end of every match, just Cool's dropping that PewDiePie tech of just the unsolicited racism on the Saiyans.
Just calling them monkeys or whatever.
Just what are you doing, man? What the hell? So, basically just Krogans are badass as fuck and they accidentally glass their own homeworld. With the help of the Solarians, the Krogans were uplifted into galactic society and lent their numbers and military prowess to bring an end to the Rachni Wars, which the Cliff's Notes version is just this race of super intelligent bug creatures were just wrecking shit.
Yeah.
And they went, oh fuck it, we need someone to fight them. Use the Krogan as shock troops, give them weapons, give them armor, let them fight for us. And this is why I fucking hate the Galactic Council, after the Krogans did this, they sacrificed billions of their race to help the galaxy win this war and stop this threat. they started going, well, now we want to explore the galaxy because our home planet is just fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
What they did is they enacted the genophage, which
so
is
brutal.
just like a genetic infection which dramatically reduced fertility in Krogan females, where I think it's 1 in every 1,000 Krogan pregnancies actually results in a baby. So they basically committed almost genocide.
Almost genocide.
Just but not quite.
Yeah,
so they're not evil.
Instead of it being genocide, it's just, oh no, we're controlling the population.
It's so bad. It's more the fact that they did that after the Krogans went, yeah, we'll fight your war
After
for
they
you.
saved the galaxy.
And then they don't even let them join the council. So, oh yeah, and I always side with Rex on this one. Every single time.
Yep.
Every time I play that game and I hear that story, I'm like, yeah, your race got fucked. I'm on your side 100% to the end.
And then while you're agreeing with him, Ashley tries to just shoot him in the fucking skull.
Oh man, Ashley, none of
Oh,
that.
fuck you, Ashley!
It's like, as if he's not suffered in. Also, would that even work on Rex?
I mean, it does.
Yeah, but that's the thing, would it, if it wasn't for story reasons,
Yeah, of course,
a shot
yeah.
to the back of the head will not kill a Krogan. As we'll find out, we discuss their biology. So due to the brutality of their surroundings, natural selection plays a significant role in the evolution of the Krogan. Unlike most sentient species, Krogan eyes are wide set. On Earth, this is common amongst prey animals. However, in the case of the Krogan, it is used to give them 240-degree vision and give them visual acuity and awareness of approaching predators. So they have got the trait of prey creatures, but as they grew up and became super huge and beef, and they used it to become more effective warriors.
Just used it to survey the battlefield more effectively.
So prior to the genophage, a Krogan could reproduce and mature at an astonishing rate. Females were known to produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year.
Holy shit.
So they could, you could get 1,000, and that's why they used them to fight the Rachni. They were insects,
Yeah.
and they fought with the same level. They could breed at the same rate. And I always in my game save the Krogan, but did you know if you don't cure the genophage, the Krogans die out, and the end of Mass Effect 3 shows the Rachni setting up on their world.
Oh my god,
So
no.
yeah, the Rachni survive, and the Krogans don't. It's so brutal.
Because I could never, let myself not try and help the Krogans.
Because you just feel so bad for
Yeah.
them. It says here, a bigger shoulder hump is seen as a sign of higher status, showing how successful an individual Krogan is at hunting. Their thick hides are virtually impervious to cuts, scrapes, and contusions, and they're highly resistant to environmental hazards, including toxins, radiation, and extreme heat and cold.
I mean, that's fair. I'd want to keep it safe.
They also say as well that their digestive systems are highly advanced and can process almost anything, and their liquor of choice is said to hit like ground glass when you drink it if you're not one of a Krogan.
Oh my god.
And what I can see now is there is there is no original ideas anymore, and the Krogan are very clearly influenced at least a little bit by the what's it called now? The Klingons,
Oh yeah.
where they have something similar. It's called Klingon blood wine, which humans can't drink. So it just instantly gets you pissed in one go. It's yeah.
But then just cut to Shepard probably trying it out. Yeah, man.
I think you do have a little moment where Shepard drinks it. You
Oh,
probably
really,
do.
yeah.
During that party DLC, you must have to get some
God, yeah.
Krogan fucking alcohol.
That is just one of the greatest DLCs I've ever played.
Because it's not story shit, it's just hanging out with the characters that you've spent 20, 30 hours getting to know. It's great.
Exactly, yeah.
So Krogan typically stand over 7 feet tall. Heavy creatures going to be known to weigh at least 150 kilos, upwards of nearly 200 kilos for above average specimens. Some particularly large Krogans weigh in at almost 400 kilos, and estimated independently by themselves and by non-Krogan observers. Biotic individuals are rare, though those who do possess that talent typically have strong abilities. So if you're not a fan of the Mass Effect series, biotic basically means they're telekinetic. They basically have the Force. So now imagine a 400 kilo, 7 foot tall, bulletproof armored lizard with the Force. What do you do? There's nothing you can do, is there?
You can't stop them when they've just got guns, let alone them being able to just lift you straight out of cover.
No, and so here's the bit where they are very clearly inspired, at least partially, by Klingons.
Okay.
The most amazing physiological feature of the Krogan biology is that they have multiple instances of major organs. These secondary, and where applicable, tertiary systems are capable of serving as backups in the event of damage to the primary biological structures. They have, for example, 2 hearts, 4 lungs, and 4 testicles. This reflects in their slang when they often speak about a quad, where a human would use the term balls or pair. They also have a secondary nervous system using a neuroconductive fluid, meaning they're almost impossible to paralyze.
See, all I heard, Karl, was that Rex definitely has bigger balls than Commander Shepard.
Because even if... No, you don't have bigger balls than Femshep, though. No one has bigger balls than Femshep. Sheer physical hardiness means an individual Krogan can expect to live for centuries, and some Krogan can expect to live for well over 1,000 years.
1,000?
And there is some individuals are almost 1,400 years old and show no signs of slowing down or being any less capable in battle.
Holy crap.
So they can have 1,000 kids and live for 1,000 years. And it's like the Asari in that universe where you meet Liara, she goes, I'm 150 years old. And you go, wow, I hope I look that good when I'm 150 years old. She goes, yeah, but Asari live for 1,000 years, so I'm basically a teenager.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. And then you think about the creepy aspect of that, oh, I'm banging the equivalent of an alien underage girl.
I mean, I guess, but she's also like 5 times your age.
But in her culture, she is just coming of age.
Yeah. We'll skip.
We'll skip past that bit. So let's not read too much into that. So we've got a couple of sections here. We have history, culture, government, military, notable Krogan, Krogan worlds, and trivia. And every single one of those sections is like 1,000 fucking words long. So should we just go to trivia, or would you like to cover anything else?
I would like to have a quick little skim over the culture.
The culture of the Krogan. Okay, so the harsh Krogan homeworld conditioned the Krogan psychology for toughness, just as it did the body. Krogan have always had a tendency to be selfish, unsympathetic, and blunt. Sometimes when Krogan disagrees, one of them will headbutt the other to show dominance. They respect strength and self-reliance and are neither surprised nor offended by treachery. Their worst insult is to call someone not worth killing.
Oh,
I love that shit, that's so good!
Oh, God!
Right, is that the best thing in fiction where, like, you get someone that's like, you're not even worth the bullet?
Yeah.
Like, the freezer moment of just leave him half dead on the floor. You're not even
worth my time.
You're not worth even finishing off.
Oh, God, it's so brutal.
And we say here, we've got the rites of the Krogan. When Krogan tradition is steeped in ritual. When a Krogan is born, he suffers the rite of life. When he comes of age, he undergoes the rite of passage. If he wishes to be considered for breeding, he must take the rite of honour. When facing a new enemy, the rite of first is invoked. If two Krogan are quarrelling with each other, rite of union may serve as a way to heal the bond between them by giving the pair a mutual enemy to fight. God. So basically, if you're arguing with a Krogan, you go, oh, fuck, well, we don't need to argue. Let's just go beat up that guy.
Yeah.
So the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing. And then it just goes on talking about like clans and governments and things like that. So should we go straight to trivia? But that's really cool, that.
Yeah.
Again, little bits of world building you don't need, but the idea that when you go to the Krogan homeworld, it's been decimated, but some buildings still stand.
See,
and if you have Rex with you, he'll tell you, yeah, well, Krogan stuff's built to last.
And I just love when you go there and it's like, Rex is like vouching for Commander Shepard. It's like, you go through the trial, prove your worth,
And
Shepard.
you do.
And you do. You fucking own it.
I still think one of my favourite bits of that game is when you take Legion aboard the, what was it now? The people, the Quarians, take them aboard the Quarian ship when Tally is being like investigated for helping the Geth. And it's like you turn up to the trial with a Geth.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, Shepard's here. Shepard will prove I'm innocent. Rocks up with a Geth.
I always do it just for the insult of, I want to see how this goes down when I'm bringing a Geth aboard the Quarian ship. And people who don't know what we talk about, like, what the fuck are these words he's saying? So there's only a few things here for the trivia. We have, prior to Mass Effect 3, only one female Krogan had been encountered. She could be found during Mordian Solus's loyalty mission, lying dead on a table under a tarp. So it's one of the ones, I think that mission's where you find he's been experimenting on female Krogans to try and cure the genophage. And it's one of those great moments in the game because it's like a moral quandary where both sides are, like, can be argued of, you're a monster, you're experimenting on people, but you are trying to reverse a literal, almost genocidal holocaust of this race.
And that is one of the things that, like, the Mass Effect trilogy, not the series, just the
trilogy.
The trilogy.
Yeah, the original trilogy.
Gets so fucking right.
Yes, because I have had multiple conversations with friends who played that series where we've had the exact opposite reading of a situation. Mm-hmm. And like, no, I did this. And I had a friend who like, no, I Mordin, not talking about fuck you. You can't do this, this is wrong. But then I went, no, but greater good and all that. And then I realised, oh no, the game's making me feel things.
Exactly, like, it actually makes you have moral quandaries, which always makes me think, like, maybe they could have done, like, the morality system a bit better, because
rather than just good or bad.
Yeah, it's a game with such, like, shades of grey, and then picks, you have to go, like, all good or all bad to make any sense of, like, the RPG side of it.
Yeah, if you want to get the best ending, you have to go all good, but
yeah.
It'd be better if you could just do, like, the shit. And I do like that, but I hated when all my teammates died.
Yeah.
So unless you do the game perfect and go all Paragon, you can't get your team to survive. And it'd be nice if you could have got your team to survive by being ruthless or a little bit of renegade in you.
Yeah.
And it says here as well, as a final one, stuffed Krogan heads can be found in a few places in the BioWare games, such as Dragon Age 2. And I love that, where it's like, yeah, we hunted a Krogan, which means in those games they may have gone to space. Or Krogans came to Earth and
One Krogan tried to overtake Earth by himself.
He probably could have done it, to be fair.
Yeah, and that's why he must have had a good fucking shout at it, because they put his head as a trophy on display.
You hunted this dangerous monster. And obviously that's just an Easter egg, but it's similar to Alien versus Predator, where that universe only really exists because in the second Predator movie, and the people who worked on the special effects for that had also worked on Alien. So as an Easter egg, put like a big skull of an alien queen in the background of a shop, so they just had it in their, like, you know, their office.
And as much as that's a fun little Easter egg, that also sets up, holy shit, these guys are in the same universe.
Predators have been hunting aliens? What the hell? And now I want to see, like, if they ever, like, you know, release another Predator or Alien movie, it's a big Krogan head. It's a big stuffed Krogan head right in the background.
Oh man, Alien versus Predator versus Krogan, let's go.
No, do you know what it'd be? It'd be Krogan and Predators versus aliens. Because I think the Krogans and the Predators would be proper bros. Like, yeah, let's go. Let's fucking do it, lads.
Hunting companions.
Yeah, bros.